Hi, this is Indraneel and you are watching Business Bytes in our channel, The Spotlight, India's first online business news channel. In today's Business Bytes, first news we have, Satcom companies in India may have subscriber limit to ensure no entry in mobile broadband service. Second news we have, you can now withdraw cash through the UPI and this facility will help in better penetration of UPI in India. Third news we have, ITC Foods to enter into fresh packaged foods through quick commerce as demand surged for freshly made food. Fourth news we have, media buying firm WPP and sports consultant ITW Universe are in the race for Team India jersey sponsor. And fifth news we have, Swiss energy and commodity trading firm Mercuria to acquire 51% stake in Tata International. In first news, Satcom companies in India may have subscribers limit to ensure no entry in mobile broadband service. The Government of India may limit the number of subscribers being served by a particular satellite system like Starlink, Amazon Kuiper, Eutelsat OneWeb or Jio SES, and this proposal came to address the concerns of incumbent telecom companies that believe Satcom companies could enter the retail mobile broadband space through the back door by using Satcom permits to grab a large user base. So now the Department of Telecommunication is considering norms that would mandate fresh permissions by companies in case they want to increase the capacity, and that is basically means the current spectrum allocation for Satcom services will be given for a certain set of customers, and when the number breaches the mark, the terms and conditions for spectrum including pricing would be different. The current pricing for Satcom was justified as it was still nascent and not seen to be directly competing with terrestrial services, while the pricing can be revised after a period of 5 years and the revision would be applicable to all authorized entities including existing service providers. Recently, technology has started to emerge that allows direct-to-mobile satellite connectivity, one which has the potential to directly hit telecom companies' revenue in India by offering similar services but without the levies that carriers have to pay the government for offering those services, where firms like Elon Musk-owned Starlink are building constellations for direct-to-mobile satellite connectivity. As the Department of Telecommunication in India believes it would be difficult to monitor the capacity of Satcom networks across the country, so fixing the number of subscribers per satellite system would ensure better compliance, and the Satcom companies can seek fresh permission when they cross the limit of number of customers, for which permission and spectrum would be given initially, and Satcom companies also need to get approval from the Indian National Space Promotion and Authorization Center, that is IN-SPACE, which regulates spatial assets if they want to increase the capacity of their satellite systems. In second news, you can now withdraw cash through the UPI and this facility will help in better penetration of UPI in India. In India, cash withdrawals with smartphones are about to become easier and can be done virtually anywhere, as plans are underway to widen the reach of Unified Payments Interface, that is UPI, which is India's ubiquitous tool to move money, pay bills and make online purchases now for the taking out cash. Currently in India, millions of individuals, non-profits and grocers who act as business correspondents of high street banks will have quick responses or QR codes that users can scan with any UPI app on their handsets to withdraw cash. Presently, such UPI-driven cardless cash withdrawals are limited to UPI-enabled automated teller machines, that is ATMs, besides merchants who can disburse only about 1,000 per transactions in towns and cities and 2,000 in rural areas. When now the work in the direction to extend the facility of cash withdrawal with UPI at more than 2 million business correspondents across the country. National Payment Corporation of India, that is NPCI, which is an umbrella organization for operating retail payments and settlement system in the country, and UPI was developed and launched in 2016 by NPCI, when this proposed move would deepen the presence of UPI, which is often showcased by the government and authorities as a versatile and commonly used payment system. In using the UPI system and QR code to withdraw cash at a business correspondent's outlet, the business correspondent gives the cash to the user after the user's account is debited by amount of cash withdrawn and the business correspondent's account is credited by the equivalent amount. Currently, customers can also withdraw cash from the micro ATMs with business correspondents using ATM cards, though this is comparatively a lesser used mode of transaction. Irrespective of the convenience and reach of letting business correspondents offer UPI-based cash withdrawal, when the industry fear whether an easier cash takeout mechanism could throw further challenges at business correspondents who are already suffering as cyber thieves withdraw stolen funds. In third news, ITC Foods to enter into fresh packaged foods through quick commerce as demand surged for freshly made food. ITC Foods is making a strategic entry into fresh packaged foods including short shelf-life cookies, cakes and chapatis among others, and that is a part of its broader aim to ride the surge in quick commerce demand. And this move is also prompted by the cigarette to snacks makers' aim to capture India's growing appetite for convenience-led, freshly made food with shelf-life of a few days instead of 12 to 14 months for other food products with quicker fulfillment systems. In present time in India, there is a growing consumer demand for fresh packaged food products powered by enhanced accessibility and convenience provided by the surge in quick commerce platforms, where ITC has created a hyper-local production and distribution ecosystem to enable next-day delivery from oven to doorstep in a country where supply chains are often fragmented and 75% of the sales are through local kiranas. When ITC, with their small batch model, scaled across urban micro markets, and that helps in maintaining freshness while sidestepping the usual constraints of long-haul logistics and warehouse shortage. ITC's packaged food business has done 18,270 crore in gross sales during financial year 2025, which is up by 6% on year, while quick commerce platforms like Blinkit, Swiggy Instamart and Zepto have made it easier than ever to deliver ultra-fresh product within hours, and they have been tapped by local bakeries and direct-to-consumer companies including Theobroma, Baker's Dozen and Eid Fresh. Analytically, relying solely on quick commerce won't ensure scale, while limited shelf life could require bigger retail channels including modern and general trade, as these kind of products will need to move fast, where inventory management in terms of space for quick commerce will be challenging, and in case of quick commerce it will need to have catchment focus, as not every micro market in a city will have demand for such products. And over the past few months, mainstream companies including Hindustan Unilever, Marico, Adani Wilmar and Parle have developed separate sales and distribution teams for quick commerce, responding to the need for a faster turnaround in stocking as well as distinct portfolio for the segment. In fourth news, media buying firm WPP and sports consultant ITW Universe are in the race for Team India jersey sponsor. The BCCI has allowed agencies and sports marketing firms to participate in the bidding process, provided they submit authorization letters for their clients and receive approval from the board. When September 12 was the final day to acquire the papers, with bids due on September 16th, and the sponsorship will run from September 30, 2025 till March 31, 2028. To be sure, merely purchasing the documents does not guarantee participation, as each bidder must submit a performance deposit of 25 crore to the BCCI along with its bid. ITW Universe is expected to participate on behalf of its client car rental platform Spinny, which is preparing for a stock market listing, while WPP Media's role is not yet clear. But it is believed the firm could be representing a large Indian conglomerate which has previously made large bids for cricket sponsorship. The Cricket Board floated the tender earlier this month after its 358 crore deal with Dream11 ended, as the fantasy sports platform and the BCCI parted ways following the government's ban on money-based gaming under the Promotion and Regulation of Online Gaming Act 2025. As a result, India is currently playing without a jersey sponsor in the Asia Cup, which began on September 9th. The sponsorship cycle is expected to fetch around 452 crore at a reserve prices, covering an estimated 140 matches across home and away bilaterals, International Cricket Council tournaments and Asian Cricket Council events. The BCCI has set a reserve price of 3.5 crore per bilateral and Asian Cricket Council match and 1.5 crore per International Cricket Council game. In the 2023 auction, the base price was 3 crore for bilateral and 1 crore for ICC and Asian Cricket Council fixtures. And in fifth news, Swiss energy and commodity trading firm Mercuria to acquire 51% stake in Tata International. Tata International has finalized a joint venture with Mercuria that would entail the Swiss energy and commodity trading firm acquiring a 51% stake in the Tata trading arm, which the alliance reflects several geopolitical headwinds weighing on Tata International's global operations, and it is expected to give Mercuria a greater role in steering the Noel Tata-led company's trading business. Tata International remains committed to building a future-fit, resilient trading business with a clear focus on growth and sustainability. Tata International is understood to have sought Tata Sons' approval for the 51% and 49% joint ventures at its board meeting last Friday. The company had also recently approached its holding company for a 1,000 crore capital infusion, underscoring the stress on its balance sheet, when the tie-up with Mercuria is seen as part of a broader strategy to enhance resources and secure long-term viability in a volatile trading environment. In financial year 2025, Tata Sons raised its stake in Tata International to 66.85% with an additional 13.33% purchase. The company's revenue have doubled to 32,027 crore in financial year 2025 from 16,367 crore in financial year 2020. However, it posted a net loss of 477 crore last year compared with a 522 crore loss in financial year 2020. Tata International's trading business accounts for 84% of its revenues, spanning commodities, metals, minerals, and agri-products. Its distribution arm contributes 8%, covering industries such as commercial vehicles, luxury cars, agriculture equipment, spare parts, and specialty chemicals. The company also has manufacturing operations in footwear, leather, aluminum products, Strider cycles, and trailers. On the other side, Mercuria was founded in Geneva and operates in more than 50 countries across 5 continents. In recent years, it has pivoted towards advancing the energy transition, investing in renewables, biofuels, technology metals, electric vehicle infrastructure, and environmental and carbon management solutions. While for Tata International, regionally, Asia contributes 48% of sales, where India contributes 37% and Africa with 8%. The past fiscal year was marked by a cautious global recovery as inflationary pressure eased, but geopolitical uncertainty, climate-related disruptions, and shifting energy dynamics continue to reshape supply chains and investor sentiment. Emerging economies like India and parts of Africa demonstrated relative resilience, backed by infrastructure spending, digital adoption, and manufacturing incentives. So these were the top 5 business newses from Business Bytes in our channel The Spotlight, India's first online business news channel. I would like to request you to please subscribe this channel so that you can have all the updates from our end. Thank you very much for watching Business Bytes and signing it off.